They gon' love me for my ambition.
Bronny James, LeBron James' son.
Oh my God.
Right, Bronny James, LeBron James' son.
This is bad.
19 years old, right? Has facing maybe some of the biggest pressure in the history of NBA as far as when it comes to legacy. You know, his father's LeBron James. You're his son. Your name is basically LeBron James too, Bronny James.
Does he play basketball?
He looks just like LeBron James. He plays basketball.
Is he good?
Mm-hmm.
He played at USC. We're gonna get to that, right? He played at USC, but instead of staying in college for another year, he only did 1 year, and now he's entered the draft combine, the NBA draft, to potentially now be drafted into the NBA, into the league, right? But the combine was from May 12th until May 19th, right? I guess till yesterday. A week, multi-day event. There were scouts there, NBA scouts looking at Bronny play, right? This is LeBron James' eldest son, right? And remember, LeBron James said he had a dream one time to play with his son. He wants to play with his son in the league.
Pause.
Maybe on the same team against him, however, at the All-Star game, whatever the case may be, right? And people are now questioning, is Bronny James' skill good enough for us to draft him on our team, draft him high, or are we just drafting him
Because
for
he's
the
his
hype?
son, yeah.
Because it's LeBron James' son. So people think automatically if we get Bronny, LeBron's going to come over here to play with him. Automatically, if we get Bronny, we're going to get more views. People are going to watch.
Damn,
LeBron James is going to visit and watch the games. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hype whenever LeBron James faces him. This is like crazy. Think about it. This is a very business-minded strategy play that needs to happen because even if you don't play with Bronny James, imagine Bronny James is on the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis Grizzlies game versus Lakers, father versus son. That would be crazy in itself. That might be even crazier than seeing them play together. If you think about it. Them facing each other.
You think LeBron wants to be on the same team with him?
He said this.
He has to make that fucking decision. I'll tell you that much.
No, you guys
Soon.
you guys didn't see the announcement? Oh my God.
What announcement? From his son?
So in Utah was the one. It's been like rumored because they looked at the probabilities.
You said the scouts said that he's bad?
No. So I saw that.
I'm gonna play that soon. Okay.
Yeah. The probabilities that Utah's gonna end up with the first round pick. Funny enough,
Utah Jazz.
yes. When that news came out, LeBron immediately changed his statement and said, "Me going to the team that drafts my son is not guaranteed at all."
Yeah.
And everyone said, "Nigga saw Utah and ran," which is valid. Because I'll tell you this, Vic. A lot of people don't know this because they don't watch college basketball. This is one of the worst draft classes in a long time. It's not that great.
Yeah.
Compared to what we've seen over the few
They
years.
saying the women are better right now than the men.
They are. Wimby, Luka, like there has
I'm
been.
happy to hear that, though. I think it's time for them to get some exposure.
Yeah, and right now we're seeing the Larry Magic era of women's basketball. We're gonna see the Jordan's coming soon though. There's one in college. She's a demon, but I'm telling you right now, that draft class is gonna be terrible. Bronny gets drafted in the second round because you can waste a pick. It's all trash anyway.
There's been reports now, right? This was on by the NBA themselves reported that there's two scouts that said supposedly said that Bronny's NBA game, they compared it to a poor man's Davion Mitchell and that they would not draft him. Two scouts specifically said this.
0-4 on threes on one day, 1 for 3 the other day. Needs screens to create space, and his only scoring came on paint touch floaters and can only go left. His strength is supposed to be defensively, but he's a switch matchup. Every bigger player who switched on him scored.
And the stats right here read he's averaged at USC in college 4.8 points per game, 37% field goal percentage, 27% 3-point field goal percentage, 2.8 rebounds per game, 2.1 assists per game, and this was in 25 games at USC. Right? Technically, these are bad stats for an expected star, LeBron James' son, Bronny James, right? But it sucks, right? Because he's still a child, right? He's a child. He's a kid, but then he's an adult, and he's becoming more of an adult. No matter what, criticism is gonna happen. Because I remember, I think it was like LeBron tweeted something one time where it was like he's just a child. Like people gotta stop blah 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 because they were like talking about his high school game or something, critiquing his high school game or like a college game. But LeBron has to understand that this is gonna happen. Like, are we supposed to hold our tongue because he's young and he's LeBron James's son? I think that's being too biased. We have to be objective here, and if he's not a good basketball player, he's not a good basketball player. Now,
He should stay in college.
should he retrieve back from the combine, go because he's not in the draft yet? He could leave the combine and say, "Hey, I'm actually going to stay in college another year." I think that might be his best case scenario. LeBron James' son needs to go back to college.
His dad won't let him though.
But yeah, will his dad let him? Maybe not. You know, because his dad has to have a decision in this, a family. This is a major decision in this family's life. You know, to let him just play basketball, yeah. But then to go in the NBA, like, what else are you going to do? It's not a money thing.
Yeah, because his life is set.
His life is set. And aside from that, if he stayed in college, he would get money because now they have the NIL deals. He could get a bag, maybe more in college than he would get in the NBA right now.
He didn't
That's a good
he didn't
point.
play in college because of the heart issue when he had the heart attack. I'm telling you right now, bro. He's very honest about what he is. His ceiling isn't his father.
I feel
It's
like
not
he
Luka.
knows that.
No, he said it.
Yeah.
He said he wants to be like a Drew Holiday, like this fucking annoying ass nigga, Pat Beverly. He wants to be an aggressively defensive player who's able to show up on offense here and there when it's needed.
Yeah.
And people were laughing at him on the internet. Like, bro, your ceiling is Pat Bev and Drew Holiday, and your dad's LeBron James. You know how much Drew Holiday is making on the Boston Celtics after that re-sign? He's making almost $30 million a year. Eat my dick. Drew Holiday type players are making 100+.
Yeah.
The goal is not to be your father. The goal is to be what you can be, and he's honest about what he is.
Yeah.
And I think he can be. I don't think he has the athleticism to be a great ball player, like offensively, but I think he could be a great defensive player. He's a lot like Donovan Mitchell. He has a crazy wingspan. His arms are big as hell.
Because his dad,
Yeah, like it's insane. The brother, though, I'm,
the younger one, right? And my thing is, like, I think
Bryce
he's
is
young.
nasty.
We don't know. His game could get better, right? He could go in the NBA and have a bad year, and then the second year, sophomore year, he explodes. A lot of players, that happens, right?
Right.
I think Steph Curry, to be honest, I don't think he had the best rookie year. Because for me, Steph Curry's career felt like we found out about him afterwards as he was getting better. I feel like we didn't know about Steph Curry right away. I could be wrong, but I remember the Golden State Warriors, and the main player was, what's his name? Damn, why am I drawing blank?
you're right. Steph Curry's breakout year was the second or third year. if
Yeah,
I
it
remember
wasn't right
correctly.
away.
It wasn't.
There
no,
was
at all.
another star on the fucking Golden
This is
State
when
Warriors.
Phil Jackson was the coach. I forgot his name. I know you're talking about.
Fuck!
Yeah,
Who
that
was the
guy.
player? No, there was a player that was really good on that team.
The black dude, he might have had tattoos. Kind
know
of looked like
someone.
J.R. Smith, maybe?
I think he was already out the
Maybe
door.
I'm wrong. I forgot his name. But God bless. The comments might know. But, yeah, Bronny, I think that he's going to be fine. I think it's just a lot of pressure. People want him to be the face of the league. They want him to be a star. It's like, it's rare for, like, you to be LeBron James and then your son to be as epic as you. That's God hitting a home run twice. It's rare. Let him just be Bronny.
It might happen with D Wade. D Wade's son is nice. So is Melo's. They're fucking filthy. It just didn't happen with LeBron. It's fine. Jordan didn't have a good son. Jordan's son was mid.
And people are like, oh, do we blame LeBron? And LeBron not training him good enough.
That's
Come
hilarious.
on, bro. That's crazy.
I was gonna say, do you guys think that
Monte Ellis.
Monte Ellis. Shout out to Monte Ellis. I
Monte
used to love
Ellis.
watching
Thank
Monte
you,
Ellis.
Chad. Thank you so
I used to
much.
watch
You
Monte
said it
Ellis
right
with
now.
Marlon all the time.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Colton, man.
Who's that?
Thank you.
Monte Ellis.
Monte Ellis. is
Anyways,
nasty ass
what I was
man.
gonna say, do y'all think that it'll get to the point where people are gonna continue to compare him to his dad to the point where he's like, you know what, fuck this, I don't want to do this no more?
It could get that pressure. Right now, I think he has a lot of pressure, but in the interviews, he's very professional. He makes it seem like he has no fucking pressure. He makes it seem like there's some, but it's like not enough to like phase me. He's moving very like very professional, more than I expected. But I think it's media training.
Yeah, me too.
He's LeBron James' son. I think he knows he has pressure.
We've
Bro,
also never seen this.
you guys remember, like, that's how Aiden Ross blew up, because Aiden Ross used a game with LeBron James' son, Bronny. Like, Bronny's
Yep.
in the culture. Like, Bronny's tapped in. He knows.
He's
He probably
been in
might
front
watch
of
this
it.
podcast. Who knows? He's tapped in. He listens. He knows everything that's going on. He knows what people are saying about him, right? He's tapped in. He's aware. He's self-aware. And that's all we can ask for. We don't want an ego-driven son to like come in the game, maniacal, and tell people, like, LeBron's my dad. And if anything, I think the pressure's on, because when they face Bronny, you think they're not going to, like, Caitlin Clark him? Like how Caitlin Clark's right now is in
they're
the
gonna bully her
WNBA.
to get
and
back
they're
at her.
bullying her because she was such a big star in the college. They're like, bitch, you think that this is WNBA now. They're screening her mad hard legally. But I like that, because that's only going to make her tougher. Caitlin Clark is going to turn into a fucking monster in a year or two.
I seen you too. Yeah, I agree. I think what they're gonna do with LeBron's kid, Bronny, is they're gonna get back at his dad.
Yeah.
Through him. A lot of people in the league are mad for what LeBron ruined a lot of people's careers. Paul George could have got a ring with the Pacers if it wasn't for LeBron James. My thing also is this, bro.
Sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. Promo code Ambition. Keep going. I forgot to.
Yeah. When you think about it, though, we've never seen this before.
Never.
We've never seen the pinnacle of a sport athlete have a child and that child be good enough to actually make it to the same sport while they're still there. Every time we've ever saw it, the child was always better than the father. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., he's better than his dad by a long shot.
Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena is better than his dad. The dude who's played for the Mariners, the black dude, what's his name? Jeffrey. No, fuck. The wavy nigga. Chat will tell me in a second. There's also, who else had a kid? Steph Curry. Phenomenally better than his father.
Dad. That's true. That's true.
Almost every single athlete has always been better than their father. We've never seen this drop off before. I don't know how everyone's going to react
Johnson.
to it. Magic Johnson's kid is gay. It is not a woman. It is a woman now. I apologize. He's not.
No, I think she's gay. He's gay.
I think it might be a she now.
I don't think so, bro. Let's not put that on their body.
Oh, we can't.
Chat.
I
If you're
apologize.
watching live, we don't know if I don't think there's a transgender. How about Michael Jordan's son?
He didn't even get out of college.
But he's dicking down Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. He's got to count for something in life.
Was.
Was.
Ken Griffey. Ken Griffey Jr. There
Ken
we
Griffey
go.
Jr.?
His dad was kind of shit, but Ken Griffey was amazing.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you. It's a consistent across all sports. The dad is always the shittier player.
No, you're right.
This is the first time it's this significant. Because remember, LeBron was bro, in college, LeBron was top 10 in the country for football. Not even basketball, football. He was a star football player.
Bro, if my dad was LeBron James, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't even touch a basketball. I'd be like, nigga, you
That's
got
what I was
that.
gonna say, yeah.
You got that shit.
Because you always live in the shadows.
Give me golf, nigga. Give me golf.
I don't
You
know
take
about
basketball.
golf.
Give me something else.
I don't know
A smaller
about
ball. That ball, I can't handle that.
But that's the thing, like these poor
But
kids.
maybe he loves it.
These poor, yeah, that's maybe right. These poor kids, they're automatically. It's like their destiny is written on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like it's crazy. It's like the moment you have a kid or whatever, they're definitely gonna be an athlete as well.
Yeah.
You know, and that kind of sucks because like you might actually really love the fucking sport, and you know that you're not as good as your parent and shit like that. But you know that if you go into it, you're gonna get overshadowed by your fucking dad. So now it's to the point where you're getting so much criticism and shit.
Yeah.
That it's gonna make you hate the fucking sport. And now what you gonna do?
And I hear it, and I get it, but sometimes you gotta overachieve. I'll give you a great example. There is one player who outshined the fuck out of a great parent. A lot of people don't know this. The running back for the 49ers. You guys gotta give me his name because I don't have it in my head right now. That motherfucker's the great.
Debo Samuels?
Nah, he's the wide receiver. It's the white man. This guy's a terrorist. Y'all gotta give me his name in the chat. This white
The
man.
49ers, the running back.
No, look
Bro,
at me.
this white
Marlon,
man.
aren't you related? No.
Jimmy Johnson?
No. Do you want to know what his
Yo,
parents
imagine
are?
he hit it.
Nah, that'd be funny as Jimmy Johnson. That'd be so funny.
Is that actually someone?
No.
That's a breakfast sandwich,
That's
bro.
a breakfast sandwich, bro. That is a breakfast sandwich.
Nah, you're trying to make me look fat.
No,
Nah,
bro,
nah,
isn't
fuck
it like a
y'all.
breakfast
That is a
sandwich?
breakfast sandwich. Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson?
Yeah.
Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy
Dean.
Dean. Bitch ass motherfucker.
Thank you, chat. Your guys are hilarious because Jimmy Jean is disgusting.
Jimmy Dean. nigga,
Jimmy Dean.
Thank you.
You
to
got some Jimmy
Kelvin
Jeans on,
and
though.
Sebastian, I do have some Jimmy Jeans.
You might
Christian-
have took the mic off again, bro. You hit that shit hard.
Oh, I did. Christian
good.
fucking McCaffrey.
Oh, yeah, yes.
You know what his parents are?
That's the number one player
on the fucking
in the
planet.
NFL last year.
Bro, he's
offensively.
a god.
Yeah.
A god, bro.
Yeah.
You want to know what his parents are? They're Olympians.
Patrick Mahomes was better than his dad, too, right? I believe his dad played.
But yo, your parent is an Olympian. I'm pretty sure they won
Floyd
a medal.
Mayweather. There's a lot.
It's possible to overcome a great parent.
For sure.
He did it. He is arguably one of the greatest running backs of all time. Will probably go down as the greatest running back of all time. He surpassed his Olympian parents. I don't see Bronny ever doing that with LeBron.
man.
He won't, bro. It's over.
And this
It's
is
cooked.
brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Promo code Ambition. Download the app right now. Underdog Fantasy is currently the NBA playoffs. The finals are coming soon. Right now is the Western Conference Finals coming up and the Eastern Conference Finals coming up this week. A lot of amazing matches.
They gon' love me for my ambition.